So, not too sure about this port here in Ensenada. We have a tour, but yeah, stay tuned. Good morning from beautiful Ensenada, Mexico. It is our last day on the Norwegian Bliss. Cue those boos! Boo! Boo! All the boos. I don't want to leave the ship. I want to stay on another week. I think we said that last night. Can we just stay like another 2 weeks? Please, please. It's been such a fabulous cruise. Too short. 5 days, too short. Too short. I want to be on this for 10 days, maybe 12 days, 15 days, 30 days. Too short. But today is Ensenada Day. I have never been here before. I'm not sure what there is to do here. We do not have a booked excursion, so we're going to get off the port. This is a docked port. So in Cabo we had to tender, but here we are docked, so that's really easy to get off the ship and just explore. They are known, we've been told, they are known for their food and their wine. Maybe we'll find some of that. It's also very chilly today. It's like 60 degrees outside. I'm gonna be a little cold. But yeah, I'm really excited to get off the ship and spend the last day with everyone and just enjoy our final moments here on the Bliss. So I think that everyone's texting me right now. I feel like my phone is blowing up. So I'm going to answer all the texts and then get off the ship and go explore Ensenada today. I think I need some coffee first though. Yeah, coffee first. Let's go. We are in Ensenada today. There's a ship. So it's beautiful today. It's so nice. It's not even hot. It's lovely. I thought it was gonna be chilly, but it's perfect. Bye ship. We'll see you later in a few hours. So we're about to get onto a charter shuttle bus thingy right here in the board. Here's the Disney ship right there. It's $4 to go into town. We are a little bit away from town, so we're gonna hop on this little bus and get going. We are here in Ensenada, and we got dropped off by this bus right here, and they were just explained to us that they have discounts on tours on our bus. So it was $4 to come down per person, which was really easy. And now we're gonna get in line for some private tour to go see some of the things here in Ensenada. This is a very small downtown, so I definitely say book a tour if you want to go see something great. So definitely book a tour. So if you are going to be here in Ensenada, definitely book a cruise tour through the ship. It's not nice here. It's actually a little scary. There are hypodermic needles on the ground and it's just not nice. So book a tour through the ship and yeah, I don't know where we're going. Kind of lost. Book through the ship or just stay on the ship if you don't want to go on a tour. That's good. And I probably don't have to tell you that if you are traveling solo and you are a woman, don't come here. Don't get off the ship. Stay on the ship. I don't feel safe. If I wasn't with everybody else here, I would feel very unsafe and I'd be running back to the ship. Just a little word of warning for me. Come in a group, do a short excursion through the ship, or stay on the ship and just enjoy the ship because the ship is wonderful. That'd be really great. So we were about to go do a tour that we were offered on our bus here from the ship, and we got confused because we had to have cash only. So we had to walk to get cash, which was kind of a crazy walk. So we found a 7-Eleven, got cash out, and now we're going back to get the tour so that we have something to do today. Make sure you bring cash. You only need US dollars. You do not need pesos. They take dollars. So bring cash if you're getting off the ship, but do not come out here alone. Come in a group, stay in a group, be safe. I don't want anything to happen to you. No, we're gonna have a great day in Ensenada. So we are here, and it was about a 45-minute drive we're going to the big water geyser here, which is one of the 3 largest in the world, which is pretty cool. So we're on our way, we're on tour. It was a very bumpy car ride, so if you get motion sick, definitely take some medicine or wear your seat bands. I wish I would have done that. But let's go. We're walking through this little market. My verdict is out on whether this is enjoyable or not. We'll see. I don't know. So our tour guide is very knowledgeable about all the area. Hello! Hello! Make sure you are watching where you eat here in Mexico, and especially drinking, like with ice. Don't drink the ice.
Hey, pineapple, strawberry?
No thanks. She was telling us there are certain restaurants that you won't get sick in, so that's kind of a nice little bonus. Or you can not eat at all and just wait till you get back on the ship. Probably a good idea. So once you get through the flea market, which is a little bit aggressive, I will say. If you've been to Labadee on Royal Caribbean's island, it's very similar to that, very aggressive. But this is absolutely stunning. This is beautiful. I'm loving this area. It's really, really pretty. Don't miss this. So our time here in Ensenada has come to an end. We're about to get back on the bus, which is right here. Yeah,
Troubadour. The blowhole part was really cool. Getting to see the ocean was really, really pretty blues. Actually feels like you're kind of on the coast of California, which we're very close to California. This is Baja California. It was a good excursion. Would I do it again? Probably not. I'd probably stay on the ship, but it's good for a once in a lifetime thing. So if you want to come out and explore a bit of Ensenada, do this. It's fun, but I do recommend going through the ship. Yeah. And do not go by yourself. I do not recommend that. But let's get back on the bus and get back to the ship. We are back at the ship now. We're getting ready to board back on. Again, remember to bring your sea bands or some Dramamine if you need it, because I was so sick. It's better now. Let's get back on the ship. Through security. Let's go. Whew, what a day. Oh, wow. Okay. So we are back from our day in Ensenada. I was going to say fabulous, but it wasn't so fabulous. It was an adventure. It's always an adventure. Today was just, I don't know. I will say that this is probably the worst cruise port I've ever been to. And yeah, I can't honestly think of one that's worse than this one. The aggressive behavior of the vendors and the people selling stuff was just insane, like absolutely insane. And then like walking, we didn't have cash, so we had to go find an ATM, and walking around there were hypodermic needles on the ground. It was just not the best. But it was an adventure. I did really like seeing the blowhole rock thing, but it was low tide, so we didn't even actually really get to see that in full action, but it was really cool to see that. And the water was super blue and super pretty. So I guess that was nice, a nice part of it. We just got back from the local eating, which is the Ocean's pub on board, because we were on the tour and our tour guide scared us all that we were gonna get food poisoning from one of the vendors, which we probably would have. So we didn't want to eat. So we didn't eat anything all day except we had a little breakfast this morning, and I was like, we're starving. So we went to the local, and that wasn't the best either. I got a burger, and the burger was just meh. I got wings, and the wings were cold. The fries were cold. I did like my pretzel bites though. They're really great. They're really good. So I did enjoy those, but it wasn't the best food. And the day today was something. This was not the nicest port ever that I've ever been to. Actually, I would say it's probably the worst. But it's an adventure. It's always an adventure. So now I'm gonna get ready. I'm not gonna shower tonight because we are going to Six. I take my sunglasses off and I have Anne Boleyn hair. If you've seen Six, you know. Plus my hair has gotten so blonde. I'm so tan and my hair is so blonde. That's what happens when I go into the sun. So I'm gonna pack up all of my stuff because this is the last night. Boo! All the booze. I'm gonna pack everything and then get ready for Six because I believe we're going to see Six twice tonight. We're gonna try. It's that good. If you didn't know, I might like Six just a little bit. Just a tad bit. And so the very next Six that I see will be my 6th time seeing Six. What? I know, it's crazy. I know you're like, Steph, you're on something. I'm like, I know, I'm on 6 high. But yes, let me get packed everything up here and get everything put away, and then I will get ready for the night. Like I said, I'm not doing anything fancy, not dressing up or anything because I need to pack everything. But yeah, let's do that. I wish today was a little bit better. For the last day especially, but we're going to end it on a high. So yay for Six. Okay, let's get ready. Sunset is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Might not have been the best day today in Ensenada, but this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. We've had the best sunsets on this cruise. Better sunsets I've ever seen on East Coast cruises. I know we get really good sunsets there too, but these have been super, super nice. Plus it's not hot out here. There's that. See? Bye-bye. Such a gorgeous sunset tonight. Absolutely gorgeous. Prettiest sail away. Actually, we had the prettiest sunsets on this cruise. Prettier than any other cruise. It's time for dinner time, and what better last night dinner in Mexico than coming to Los Lobos, the Mexican restaurant here on the Bliss. Check out this menu, so many options, everything is so scrumptious on here, and of course you get to start out with chips and salsa. These chips are homemade and the salsa is to die for, absolutely to die for. And if the salsa is not enough for you, you can have your guacamole made by your table, fresh. Look at this, oh, so good, so tasty. Love it. For starting off for appetizers, I got the empanadas. This is my favorite item at Los Lobos. I absolutely love it. Definitely recommend this one. Then I got the skirt steak. which was really, really great. Super yummy, super tasty. I love the flavors here, but still the empanadas are my favorite. And of all the side dishes of any restaurant, do not miss the street corn. It is so good. Ask them to cut it at your table. It's like melt in your mouth corn. The best corn you've ever had. I was actually looking forward to this the most. It didn't beat the empanadas, but boy, it was really, really good. It is 6 o'clock, not 6 like 6 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock. My 6th time seeing 6. Ready? I'm so excited. We just saw 6. Oh my gosh, it was so good. This performance was even better than last night's performance. I didn't even think that was possible, but it was possible. So good. And for a special treat, we actually got to meet the queens. We got to meet the queens. Like, we actually did. Like, I was like standing in front of them and I was like, I didn't know, I couldn't, I was like, I was so nervous. Oh my gosh. It was like so fun and so amazing. And I'm like a little sweaty now because I'm so excited. I feel like all my dreams just came true. It was so good. I gotta go calm down now because that was absolutely amazing. Hi everyone. It's that time. And it is the last night for PJ time with Stef. And wow, what a day it was today. Such a day. Okay, let's start with where we were today. On our last day today, we reported in Ensenada, Mexico, which is also known as Baja, California. And none of us had been here before. So we all decided to get off the ship. After seeing it, I wouldn't get off the ship if I came here next time. Now, would I recommend you getting off? Of course, if you've never been here and you want to check it out and see, definitely get off the ship and check it out like we did today. But if you are a solo traveler, and I always try to think of things if I was traveling solo because I am a solo traveler now, I was very lucky this trip to be with Ben and David and their family, but usually it's just me. I would have been really, really uncomfortable in town today in Ensenada. Like, I really would have. It was very aggressive. I couldn't believe how dirty it was, and it was just, it made Nassau look like Disney World. And that's pretty much how, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. Now, I did really enjoy seeing the ocean when we finally got to the blowhole portion. That ocean view was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The water was so blue. We saw a whale when we were coming like up the mountain to get there. By the way, it is an hour trip both ways to get there. So keep that in mind too. We didn't know this. They did not present it that we were going to be in a van for an hour. And it is very bumpy. I didn't have my C-bands on because we didn't know we were going to be taking a van tour. But boy, I got sick. Like, it was a rough ride for me, and it was a rough ride coming back. It was more rough coming back. So for me, when I get that motion sick feeling, if I get back into the same vehicle in a short amount of time, which we were only there for an hour, it comes back like instantly until I get my bands on. The ride home was intense for me. Like, I was just staring out the window, just praying that the bumps in the road would stop because it was like we were on dirt roads. I've been in a lot of Mexican ports on the East Coast and never seen a port like this one before. And I said this before, I think I'm pretty sure. Now, it's the worst port that I've ever been. So if you're here, just make sure you take a tour. I recommend taking a tour with the cruise line in Ensenada. Do not go out by yourself, especially solos. And for anybody traveling solo, just go with a group. Again, book through the ship. Then you don't have to worry about time, which all of us were not cruise newbies. We all know how the cruise time works. So we are all adjusting for that 2-hour drive, which is a lot of time when you are only in port from, I think we got into today at 10 and we're only here until 4. That's not a lot of time. When they don't tell you it's a 2-hour trip and you're like, so all of us are like calculating back, okay, we have to leave here by this time. And then of course you have the people that are late. But if you go through the cruise line, that way you don't have to worry about time because they have to wait for you. The ship has to wait for you and they take into account all of the times and things like that. So I recommend if you're coming to Ensenada, go through the cruise line and save yourself a lot of heartache and pain of seeing what we saw today in Ensenada. Hypodermics on the sidewalk, not pleasant. But then we got back to the ship and everything was all better. We had lunch in the local because we were scared by our tour guide that we were going to get poisoned. I mean, it was really crazy. So none of us ate anything. We got back at like 3:34. Like we got back right before we had all aboard. So we were starving. So we went to the local because it was the only thing that was open. We got quick bites to eat. Now they weren't the best. Like we ate at the local earlier in the cruise and we had a really good experience. But this time I got wings and they were cold. I had French fries that were cold. I got a burger that wasn't cooked. So not sure what happened. And I was just sitting there thinking that this is the end. This is like our last time. I've thoroughly enjoyed traveling with Ben's brother and sister-in-law and their nephew. It's been so much fun. And tonight's show was absolutely spectacular. It was better than a couple of the West End shows that I saw. It was almost as good as the off-Broadway production that I saw. Now, the off-Broadway production that I saw in Orlando had a crowd of 2,700 people, which feeds the energy for the Queens. I would say there was probably maybe 100. That's probably a high estimate because the theater was empty. So I have to give the Six Queens credit for blowing the roof off of a basically empty theater. They were rocking that stage tonight. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. All of us were like, while we're singing along. Like, it was just absolutely amazing. It was so good, and the best way to end this cruise. Absolutely the best. And then, not only did we get to have the best performance that we've seen of Six, but then we got to meet the Queens. I don't even know how to describe it. I was so nervous, and like, I don't even know what I look like. I probably look like a deer in headlights. I was so nervous. It was like meeting the biggest celebrities in the world. They are the biggest celebrities to me. I was totally fangirling, and just to be able to meet them, and they're so sweet and so nice, and I could not thank them enough times for getting a picture with us and allowing us to see them and meet them. It was amazing. And then Ben's nephew, Oscar, loved Six as well, so it was just like we were watching him and he was so cute. It was the perfect ending to this cruise. Hands down, the best way to end it. I'm still like in shock that it happened. And I was sitting up there with Ben, and Ben and I were so like starstruck, and none of us were talking. And in my mind I was like, I really want a picture, but I couldn't ask because I didn't know how to ask because words were not forming in my mouth. Like, they were not coming. And finally Ben was like, he's like, can we get a selfie? I was like, yeah. In my brain I'm like, thank you Ben. My brain was not working. It was like my brain was saying, tell your mouth to say something, but I was like, hi. Oh gosh, what was just an amazing ending. And by the way, Six is complimentary, does not have a charge. People pay a lot of money to go see Six on Broadway and the West End and off Broadway, and it is on this ship and it is included. It is just as good as you would see on land, if not better. Tonight's was really great. Yeah. Whew. And that's it, guys. We got everything ready to go. Sean Bear and I are going to snuggle in here, and this is the end for me for the Bliss videos. I can't carry off everything and still try to film. It is absolutely impossible. Sean helped me with all that. Like, he would take all of the bags and I'd have a free hand. I'd have a bag in one hand, but I'd have the camera in another hand. Since I don't have that more, I have to have both hands. When we get off the ship tomorrow, we are going to Universal Studios. You can check that out in the California video that I showed. That's all in the previous video before the Bliss happened. So check that out if you'd like to see our very last day at Hollywood Studios. So that's all, guys. And I can't thank you enough for following along and all your words of encouragement, and just, you all are amazing. You all are very amazing, and I cannot thank you all enough. You guys keep me going, and I'm truly thankful for all of you. And especially want to thank Ben and David and their family, Sophie, Steve, and Oscar. It's been an absolute amazing week with you guys. Ben and David, we've been together for 2 weeks. It's just been awesome. I love traveling with you all, and I can't wait for more adventures coming soon. And with that, I'm going to say goodnight. I hope you all are having a great day. If it's morning, if it's afternoon, if it's evening, I hope it's going great. Until next time, the next adventure, which actually maybe something pretty special coming. So there's some work stuff coming that involves the ocean and a ship. So stay tuned for that, because that'll be the next thing. And then there's an MSC cruise coming as well for Christmas. So all of those adventures are coming at you. But for tonight, I'm going to say goodnight, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. 'Cause we're
fun.